Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Coming from my remote location at the lake, my home away from home. Gonna hear the noise of my canopy flapping. The breeze is blowing pretty good. It's beautiful. Anyway, how does that go with that? Oh, I don't know if I'd done a reading for you before, so I like to explain real quick kind of how it works. So hopefully you'll understand. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best I can. They never waste a message. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind, because you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, oh, I know what she's talking about. It's not an exact science, so sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. She won't give me all the details, but she should give me enough so you understand what she's referring to. It's her show, it's her ball game. So, oh, let me get my paper. Good grief. I had to move over here from the table, so I've got everything all kind of messed around. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm going to talk to your mom today. I just want to make sure before I came out of my mouth, because I'm trying to get some readings done now that the holiday's over. And all these people from the campsite have gone except for the people next door. And I got to get busy before their kids come back after school. So anyway, of course, Mom says, I love you. I love you. She's trying to sing something. Just, I can't hear it. Gonna have to. This is not what she was trying to sing but now she's singing You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine. So I don't know if she sang that song to you when you were little, or you just sang that to kids or grandkids or whatever. Or you could have just seen somebody sing it on TV. It doesn't matter. So whenever you hear this song, know that that'll be a sign from her. And I think she's trying to validate too with the song, double meaning, that it's her. Evidently she used to sing that to you when you were little. She says, and I'm still singing it. So you might hear, and it might sound like it's maybe like on the other side of the room or something, and you might hear what sounds like that tune, and it could be humming. Usually you hear it in one ear, but where she's kind of not right in your ear, where she's kind of off a little ways away from you, you might hear it in both ears. You might hear that tune. Or you might wake up tomorrow morning and that song is in your head. And she's telling me to tell you, anytime, you know how you get a song stuck in your head and no matter what you do, you can't get it out of your head. It just keeps playing over and over and over till it almost drives you crazy. That's because there's something in that song for you. So pay attention next time that happens. Oh, I hate it. I have a horrible time with it. And crazy, I don't have far to go. Okay, I heard somebody coming. Don't need to be interrupted. They go, oh, what's wrong with that crazy lady? She's talking to herself. So, she's talking about dancing up a storm where she's at. She's dancing with a male, and she's talking about the cha-cha, and then she talks about cowboy cha-cha. So whether she did country western dancing or she just danced, but it's kind of like some kind of a cha-cha. Now I've learned both, so. And what she's showing me, it's almost, she looks like, oh, which character is it? It's a, not cartoon character, it's a, like Cinderella or something. Don't know that it's Cinderella. Darn it, it's one with an apron, which is very, very pretty. That's how she feels. That's how she feels right now as she stands with this partner. And he's not really, I mean, I can see him, and he looks like a prince, you know, like a prince in the Cinderella movie, or one of those. I think I've got the right one. Good grief. I had a home licensed daycare for over 25 years. You'd think I'd know all these movies, the drop of a hat. We watched them 10 million times. So, she says, God helps those who help themselves. So there's somebody that you feel like you should be helping. And again, she says, God helps those who help themselves. You can't fix somebody else. I even have some of my cards that I use all the time. There's a card in there, and that's what she's showing me right now. You cannot fix somebody else. They have to want to fix themselves. You can't make them. You can't force them. If they don't wanna, they don't wanna. That's the way she said it. He will see the light. Right now, all he sees is dark. He will see the light. Let him fix himself. Because there are lessons that he needs to learn while he's doing all of this. He has to learn those lessons. You can't take those lessons away from him, or he'll go right back to it. Wish I could get this bird in the picture. Beautiful bird, just floating, just floating. See if it comes by. I saw the shadow. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it on there. I didn't look fast enough. Watch right up there. Pretty good. Anyway, I'm sure it's just some kind of hawk, even though we do have eagles out here. First I thought it was an eagle. That's why. There it is. See how it's just floating? She says that's the way she feels. But also a hawk just floating like that randomly will be a sign from her. You can see it on a picture walking through Walmart. You can see it in a magazine. You can see it in a movie. You can see it sitting in your backyard. And it's just, this one never flapped his wings that I saw, just floating. Very graceful, very beautiful. She says that's how she feels right now. So no, that'll be a sign from her. So when you see a bird like that, and not just any bird, just one that's just graceful, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more signs like that. Now she's singing, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. The little kid's song. So maybe you recently sang that. Maybe she used to sing that with you. Don't know for sure why she's singing that. She wanted me to show you my cup that I'm drinking my water out of, because she says this is what you feel like a lot of mornings. And here we fucking go again. I mean, good morning. She says that's the way you feel a lot of times. You open your eyes, you go, oh, here we fucking go again. I don't want to do this. And she's laughing at you, not at you, not making fun of you, at you, not that kind of laughing at you. She says, I see you do that. I know you're doing that. She says, when you have mornings like that, you just don't want to get out of bed and do the shit you need to do, whether it's go to work or whatever. She says, go crank up some happy music. Tell Alexa to play something bright, lively dance around the house like she is right now. She said it'll change your mood immediately and help you when you walk out the door, before you have to walk out the door. She says that she has changed her hair color more than 5 times. Now, maybe she was a blonde her whole life. Doesn't matter. She can do anything she wants to now. She says she's even tried blue. Maybe she had some blue in her hair at some point in her life. Maybe you just did that. And she's got a big old smile on her face. She's having the time of her life, she says. The time of her life. I can be skinny without dieting. I can change my hair color. I can do all of that stuff. And she thinks that's just really, she says, the cat's pajamas. I don't know that she's old enough to know that term. Well, it was kind of before my day too, but I know it. I know that term. Normally when I'm camping, I cook a great big breakfast, but this morning I've been busy working. I didn't cook anything, so I'm going to have an early supper. She's pointing at my stomach because it's growling over and over and over, so maybe your stomach is growling right now. Or it will right after this, I'm not sure. There's always a reason for whatever they say. Show her say. She's talking about, she showed me little bunny house slippers, but they're on her feet. Could have a kid that has these little bunny house slippers. But she's shuffling across the floor. So, you know, fuzzy bunny house slippers with a little head on there that has a little ear sticking up. The sound of that. You should hear the sound of that because she's shuffling her feet on purpose. So listen for the sound of that. Probably in your house. Could be anywhere. Probably just in your house. And I don't know what that was. Scared me. Validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more signs. Give her permission. And if it scares you, ask her to stop. It's that simple. Now she's singing Little Bunny Foo Foo hopping through the forest. So probably she used to sing this with you guys and maybe pop you on top of the head when it came to that those words in that song. We had a lot of damaged people when we sang that song. We were always bopping somebody. I don't think you can see them. See them? Can you see the birds down there? The big birds? Damn it. Hang on, let's see. They just went into the water. One's flying. No, I don't know where to point at them in here because I can't tell when I'm looking at my screen. It's kind of fuzzy because it's too bright outside. Anyway, between my flags and that tree in the fire pit. Where's the tree in the fire pit? In here. That direction. In there. There was two big, what I call whooping cranes or shy pokes, or I don't know, there's all kinds of names for them. Anyway, they were bopping along there. Again, we're back to the birds. And then they took off towards the water, and one flew and one just popped in the water. So, big bird like that. Big. They're really pretty, and they stand up real straight, tall, like a statue kind of. And I saw the one he kept looking around. I took a picture of him there a second ago. Watch for those to be a sign. Oh, I have to pour my stuff in. It's getting crazy. Watch for that to be a sign. That's an unusual bird to have for a sign, so it could be a picture of it. It could be in a movie. It could be in a book. It could be a statue in Walmart. It doesn't matter. She says, I love you so much. I just feel this overwhelming surge of love towards you. So when you feel that, you might be sitting in your chair at home. Ooh, I just felt her again. You feel this overwhelming sense of love. Know that that's her. And then I felt, I don't know if I know how to describe this, and everybody feels the energy different. It's hard for me to tell you exactly how you're going to feel it. but it's almost like her hand went like this on my head. Something, her energy, her something just kind of like a big spot on my head, just real soft, real easy, but it felt good. Maybe she'll heal my head this morning. I've actually had them come in and do that when I'm doing a reading. Maybe you have a headache back there, and maybe you'll feel her presence and she'll ease that headache. Not sure where she's going with that. But her overwhelming sense of peace and love. And ask her, give her permission. You were always a beautiful child. I hope I made you feel safe and secure in your life, because you brought me a lot of great joy having you in my life. You're just perfect. You're perfect in every way there is. Because you know what? People make mistakes, but it's not that big a deal. As long as you don't keep making the same mistake. It doesn't mean you're not perfect. She's talking I'm trying to talk as soft as she is, and yet you can still hear me. Just remember I love you. And it'll be alright. I'm just getting very soft with it. I couldn't have asked for a better life, because the things that happened were supposed to happen. And I am perfectly fine with every single thing that happened in my life. So please don't ever think that I thought anything different. And with that, she's going to leave. She's leaving very softly, too. She came in dancing. She's leaving very softly. Very pure, gentle energy. And I don't know if I already said this, but I promise you 1,000%, she can hear you, she can see you, talk to her all you want to. And if you watch, and it may not be the exact instant you say something, you'll get some kind of confirmation. Whether it's a chill, a goosebump, something you see that looks exactly like something she had the next day as you're driving down the road, doesn't matter. You'll get some kind of confirmation that she heard you. Because they really want to reach out, and they want you to know that you're still loved, because love never dies. Our bodies are gone, our soul and our spirit are not. She's wanting me to preach that to you. Okay, with that, she's kind of floating off, like she's kind of dancing and floating as she leaves. Okay, thank you, my dear. Thank you for being patient. Holiday weekend, all this other hubbub going on. It's very peaceful today. I'm getting a lot of work done before these kids come back from school. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.